Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Cultivate wisdom. You don't need to accumulate knowledge to become wise. Anyone can become wise. When you become wise, you respect your body, you respect your mind, and you respect your soul. When you become wise, your life is controlled by your heart, not your head. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 52, NASDAQ up 10, S&P's up 6.5. Gold contract down $10.30, trading at $1,596 an ounce. Silver off 30 cents at $28.31 an ounce. Platinum down $9 at $1,572 an ounce. Copper's going to get smoked, baby. Down 4 pennies at $3.40 a pound. Copper's on its way to $3.23. Light sweet crude up 53 cents, trading out at $97.11 a barrel. Bonds flat at $144.12. King dollar down 271 ticks at 83.14. Euro up 41 at 128.21. And the yen down 33, trading out at 94.12. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do we have? We are crawling up there, baby. We hit, and we're at 1569.82. That's on your cash S&P. Now, we know what it wants to tag, folks. It wants to tag that 1576.09 from October 07. Volume-wise out here, we did 700 million today versus 6 yesterday. Bottom line, it really needs about 1.2 billion. It's not even close. Now, if we go take a look at the SPY, we'll share a couple different things in the SPY. One of them is pretty intense. Well, they're both pretty intense, actually. The first one, though, is this. There was a last sell of today. So check this out, folks. The SPY closed at its high. And right at the close, right, boom, in the last 10-minute bar, the SPY did 94 million all day. Well, it did 14 million in the last 10 minutes. And out of that, someone came in the market and actually sold under the market. And if you're watching Tiger TV, I'm bringing it up for you right now. So there's a monster out here that decided to sell that close, and they sold it big. So here it is. The S&P at the close, okay, was up there at the 156.85. They sold into it at 156.50. And they sold, let's see, 485,585, 685, 75. They sold 1 million shares. That's the bottom line. Boom. They did the same thing in the Qs. Now watch this here. Let's go over to the let's go to the Dow Industrials first. I'll show you they did we'll see if they did it with all of them. Dow Industrials closed up 52. You're at 14,578. Bottom line, this 1576 wants to get hit. Now let's go to Big Blue first, because IBM, folks, closed at 213.30, and that's what it had to do. This is what's really wild. The number, okay, on IBM far close was 211.79. It did it. Closed at 213. Has light of volume, but bottom line, it did not fail. We go to see the NASDAQ Composite. Now, NASDAQ Composite, still a weak dog out here, was up $10.50 today. Did volume out here of 1.7 billion. The NDX 100, if we go take a look at the 3 Qs, what you'll see is, first, I'm going to bring up the intraday, and you're going to see, and this is going to be the same operator, folks. The same operator that sold the SPYs also sold the Qs. And what you have here is this, is that the Qs did 22 million shares, 3.7 of that in the last 10 minutes. And out of that, you're going to see, now they only sold those, they got top dollar for these. This is interesting. So these ones here, it was 10 cents under, but that's it. 5 cents under. They sold, let's see, 243, not as many, 300,000 shares. Oh, and they did, 300,000 shares. They sold those at the market. 877-927-6648. Let's go take a look at the gold market out here. So what you have now, too, folks, is that this is the end of the month, end of the quarter, all above. Why? Markets are closed tomorrow for Good Friday. We take a look at the gold market. We're on the M contract right now. What gold did out here today, she was down $10. You had 107,000 contracts, which is nice. Okay, so you are pulling back with lighter volume. It looks to me that on this contract, it's still going to go gun after that 1584 level. Now, 1584 is the top of one of the bars. You know, we'll see whether it's going to break down at that point. We go look at the GLD, the Street Tracks Trust, and what you have inside the GLD is that she's at 157, 154, and she looks like she wants to go tag this 153.27 mark. Bond market, we go over to bonds, we take a look at the bond market. What we have with the 30-year bond right now, she did 336,000 contracts today. She needed, let me see, you know, this is going to be so cool because I believe she didn't tag the high. 144.29. She did. Okay, so this is what she did. Bond market got up to that 144.29, got to 144.31, closed at the 144.11. She's going to have to build more cars to get up and over that. But let me tell you something. The way this bond market is set up, that's going to be into so if you take 144 to 148 is going to be quick. Because what you have here, folks, is this. Your first expansion up in bonds, 30-year bond on this contract, went from the 141 up to the 144.29. And you're going to remember, every 32 ticks is 1 point. We pull all the way back down to 140. You go all the way back up to 144. Once this breaks that 144, if you get conviction on the move, what you do is you just take the top of that level, take the bottom of it, and add it on top of it. That's how it's set up. If we go over and we take a look at the TLT, TLT setting up an ABC structure on the way up. So check this out. The TLT is the 20 iShare 20 bond plus, and what you have is this: is that first off you have a high volume high at $119.67. We're at 117 right now. It had gone topside with 15 million, pulls back with 15 million, goes topside again with 11.9. Pulling back right now at 5. It's a small ABC structure that I suspect is, first off, it's going to go after the 119 again. Then what you're going to see is that, see, the first large break topside in the bonds, February 25th, flat out, wide price spread, huge volume, says that the TLT wants to go to 127. And all it's doing is basically pulling back, building more cars to get into higher price. Dollar index. Okay, let's take a look at the dollar. Dollar's been on a tear. What we have with the dollar index is this. Dollar index right now, we're at 83.15. That 83.15, we did 20,000 contracts today. What did it do? Pull back dramatically lighter volume. This dollar, I'm telling you, it's pretty amazing what it's doing. It wants higher price in a big way. The euro. Euro got a little the dead cat bounce out here today. I suspect it can get a little bit more, but not much. You're going to see this euro. This euro next 2 weeks is going to make an attack on that one. Okay, so the euro, folks, is trading at 128 to 1. Okay, meaning 128 euros to 1 US dollar. It wants to trade to 126. Now, you break 126, which I expect it's going to. You're going to see a very fast acceleration down to the 118 price point. And how it attacks the 118 price point is going to be crucial. This is why. It has held 118 since the 08 lows. It's been down there 3 separate times in the last 5 years. And the difference this time technically has to do with the amount of the bounce that it had since the last time it was down here. It couldn't bounce at all. It was about a dead cat bounce as you can get. We were down there last July, and you know, so now we're in we're going into April. It went up 6-7 months, pulls back 1, but the correlation on the bounce, it was a dead cat bounce. So this very well could be a monster ABC down. That, in fact, will take it, let's see, for 149, that'd be $29. Yeah, see, that'd take it down to $110. That's where I think we're set up here. Lots of good trading ahead of us. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Don't forget, folks, this is the last weekend if you want to take advantage of the Tiger's Den. It's free. Come on in for a month. Growl and prowl with all these tigers 24 hours a day. You won't get any sleep, but you'll have a lot of fun. Only kidding, folks. You can sleep. We're going to be right back.